Sensors online. Weapons systems online. All functioning systems nominal.
Hello, hello. Okay, seems like there's a lot of problems today with the stream. So what's gonna happen is that I'm trying my best to get it sorted out. Seems like this camera's not working. Just give me a moment. Where's my profile picture? It's gone. 1 second, guys. Seems like today we have a visitor on set, and his name is, there we go, Murphy. So for those of you guys who are wondering who is this guy called Murphy, Murphy is this very strange enigma who always appears during shows when I'm trying to run things. So right now, today, we are actually doing something a little bit more different. You guys should be able to see me now. Sorry about that. Video. Can you guys see me? Should be able to see me now. Hello. Okay, good. You know what happened? Because today we're gonna do something a little bit more interesting. Normally we have only one person on the Zoom chat during the hosting session, but today we're gonna have two people. So we're gonna see how we can gradually increase the number of people. And today is gonna be very interesting because so many friends from Indonesia. Hi guys, nice to see you guys. Okay, so we were supposed to start at 8 o'clock, but it seems like Murphy's Law caused things to change, and we had to delay a little bit and do a little bit more last minute testing to make sure that everything's okay. Don Kumara says she can't see me. Oh no, Don, let me. Can you reset your browser or refresh? Yeah, maybe that will help. Okay, because occasionally we do have problems with the browser cache. If you have any issues, feel free to just restart your browser, and hopefully it'll work. Don't worry, we'll stay. We'll be here. I'll take my time. Yeah, it seems like when I'm trying to load Twitch with two persons on Zoom, it just kind of screw up a little bit. Buffering on your side. Sorry. Maybe it's your connection issues. Well, we'll try our best. Okay, we'll try our best. But in any case, if you can't see this live, it's okay because I'm gonna leave a copy online. So later on, you can still see it on your own. So don't worry. But the chat box is still working. I can see your chats. Archie, for example, I can see your words. If you have any problems, you can always just type in the chat, and then we'll try to address it during the show. And then if you have to, you can see it later. Hello, Solina. Nice to see you. Chris Bunjamin. Hi. James. Nice to see you as well. Tomohito Go. Okay. 5-0. And happy to see you. Danny. How is it going, man? How's everything? Everything's okay, I hope, in Jakarta. Anyway, speaking of Jakarta, that's where our guests are from today. We actually have a Nikon and Capture One ambassador as well as a commercial photographer with, Martha Suherman. And we have an architectural photographer as well as Ilford official distributor, William Sutanto. And I keep on trying to separate the two of them, but they always come together as a package. So that's why we have them together today. They are actually on the other screen right now. I can see them, they're laughing. But I've muted them so they can't see anything. See, this is the power of being a live streamer. You can control whether people talk or not. Anyway, today is a little bit special as well. Other than the fact that we have two guests on our show, we also have a lot of friends from Indonesia tuning in. We are also, today I'm very proud to say, sponsored by Prima Imaging. Okay, so Prima Imaging is actually a company in Indonesia. So this is actually their website, primaimaging.com. Because of this, we are actually able to have a special giveaway. So today we're gonna have a free copy of Capture One Pro 20. Yeah, it's just the license key though. But this thing is worth, how much is it worth again? Let me check. 5,030,000 rupiah. 5,030,000 rupiah. Up for grabs. Only one copy. Okay, only one copy. But don't fight. It's about 5 million rupiah. So it's a crazy good deal. Just tuning in, join a contest, and then after that, get to win a prize. Okay, so again, this is Prima Imaging. They are the sponsor for today's episode of the Amazing Live Show. So for those of you guys who are first time tuning in, I see a lot of new names here today. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is actually my own initiative. I actually started this. Well, to be very honest, I just started this for fun. As you all know, because right now the world is currently suffering from the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of people are on lockdown. In fact, for Singapore right now, we are having a very bad situation whereby the numbers of people getting infected is starting to increase. And the government has taken a lot of initiatives to safeguard the citizens in terms of their health and safety. So we are kind of kind of discouraged from going out at all. In fact, all non-essential businesses are forced to be on the shutdown. Okay, are forced to shut down. So that's why a lot of photographers are not able to go out and shoot. A lot of jobs are lost. A lot of people have actually stopped working altogether, and a lot of people have lost their income. For myself, I have actually lost eight jobs. Okay, I'm supposed to run 8 workshops separately for some brands, but because of this pandemic, I had them all cancelled and postponed indefinitely. It's a very difficult time for everyone. For our friends in Malaysia, I know there are some of our friends from Malaysia who are tuning in right now, like Hase. Hello, I see your name. I understand that for Malaysia, they are on the 24th day, I think, or is it 25th day of lockdown. They can't even go out. They are on a restricted movement order, so they can't travel at all. So for Jakarta, I heard the situation is not any better. We are actually facing this crisis all over the world. The pandemic is very dangerous for different types of people, and the most vulnerable are people who are like, you know, certain age group, the older generations, or those people with underlying sicknesses and all that. So a lot of people actually have to stay at home. So the reason why I started this live streaming is because I want to connect with fellow photographers, and I want to see more people join in the platform and continue learning from one another. That's why I invite people to come on the show. Like today, I have Martha and William. Other days, I will have other photographers as well. And it's not just from Indonesia or Singapore. I also want to invite people from Malaysia. Today, I just sent out some emails. I'm hoping to get some photographers from Australia and New Zealand as well. So hopefully we can get more insights from people from all over the world. I do have someone from Canada who's actually trying to sort of find an arrangement where we can actually do a live stream. But I told him that because we only live stream on Tuesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. Singapore time and Saturday at 5 p.m. Singapore time, he will have to wake up a little bit earlier. Yeah, Wisnu, nice to see you drop by. Boris, nice to see you as well. Archie, happy birthday to you. I think is your birthday yesterday or today? I saw it somewhere. Yeah, hopefully everyone is safe. For those people who have refreshed your internet, your internet browser, I hope you are able to see now. Oh, Musi is here. Thank you so much for joining us as well. Now, Musi, just for your information, a couple of days ago, he was very lucky. He joined the contest. He actually was able to win a monitor. Okay, he actually won an ASO FlexScan monitor. That's crazy, right? It's a monitor that's worth almost 1,000 Sing dollars. Hi, Seb. Rather laggy. Oh no, if it's laggy, try to refresh or check your Wi-Fi connection because it's yeah. SDH motion is still blank. Oh dear. Maybe you can try the Twitch app. Okay, I know that some of you guys this is kind of new for you, but the reason why I started on Twitch is because Facebook Live is very, very problematic. It can hit a standstill where it's stuck at 720p, and then a lot of people complain because the words are just too pixelated. They can't see the words. The quality is just off. But if you can try to if you're watching on Twitch now and you have problems with videos, maybe you can download the app. It's free of charge. Okay, and to sign on and join, have a what do you call that, an account with Twitch, it's free of charge as well. Or if not, you can just check your settings and then lower the settings as well for your video quality. Okay, that could help you as well. Read you strength 5. Oh, awesome. Okay. Oh, you're using the app already. Okay, if your app doesn't work, then you can try your internet browser like Safari or Chrome or I don't know what other browsers they have on your iPhone or your Android devices, but they should work. Okay. So anyway, today we're gonna share with you guys a few things. I think we just talk a little bit about Prima Imaging. So Prima Imaging has been around for a long time, and they also have an e-shop here. So I understand also that for their e-shop, they do have a special. Let me just read the message. It was sent to me like a few minutes ago. Or is it an hour ago? I can't recall. There's so much things happening today that I kind of lost track of time. But anyway, Prima Imaging is also one of the distributors for ASO monitors, brown color lights, as well as phase 1 cameras. And of course, they sell Capture One as well. So for you guys who are interested to find out more about what else they sell, you can always check out their eShop. Okay, this is their eShop. Let me just put the link here on my chat box. Okay. Must be a phone intermittent streaming. Oh dear. I think for some people they have some issues with connections. So if those of you got connection issues, just refresh. Okay. I'm really sorry about this, but yeah, it could be your internet. And I understand also for some people they do have internet problems right now because I heard in the news that the cable, underwater cables have got some issues or something like that. And for those people who are on StarHub, you all know what happened yesterday. Okay, so it still could be a problem. Yeah, so anyway, I think majority is okay. Let me just read out what Shirley sent me. Shirley is actually one of the salespeople in Prima. Okay, so for those of you who are interested in Capture One, okay, those of you who are interested in Capture One, and this is a special for those who are watching on the live stream, I'm going to type out on the chat box. Okay, Capture One Pro special discount 15%. That's 4.25. Sorry, 4,250,000 rupiah. Okay, so you guys can buy from Prima Imaging Capture One copy, a real deal right here. It's just a discount of 15%. It's massive discount. Okay, usual price is actually USD 313 ish. I'm not a human calculator, so I cannot calculate how much it costs in rupiah. But anyway, yeah, best viewed for Twitch, right? Best viewed if you're connected on Ethernet, because sometimes Wi-Fi is a bit clunky. I don't know why, but it's just the way it is. But yeah, anyway, do check out their eShop website. I've put out the link. Later on, I'll put out the link again in case people forget. But today is all about Martha and William. So before I bring them onto the show, let's just take a look at some of Martha's works. Now, Martha is an amazing person. I've met her before. She is an amazing person. Okay, the way she shoots and all that, it's crazy. I mean, like, look at this underwater shots, portraits of women in underwater. If you ask me, like, the because I saw some of the BTS videos. She has a YouTube channel as well. She actually goes into the water with a camera, wearing a diving suit of sorts, and then just shoots this in a swimming pool. For me, if I were to do that, I'll sink and probably drown and die. But for her, look at that. She creates amazing pieces of art. And she's not only just into like fine art underwater portraits, but if you look at her dance shots, okay, she's into dance and movement. I remember when she came down for a shoot scene a couple of years ago. The first thing she asked me was, "Mez, can you set the light so I can do motion and capture motion?" And I was like, "Capture motion? Ayo, why make life so difficult for me?" No, I'm just kidding. So I was like, okay, let's do this. It was quite fun to see her in action, and she actually managed to get our dance model to jump up and swing around. And I think, I'm not sure if the shots are here, but those shots that she did live is almost as good as what you see on the website. Okay, it's like whatever she shot, it comes out perfect already. And she uses a Nikon camera, and it's just mind blowing. And she also shoots automotive as well. So you can check out her website, okay? Automotive, sports. I mean, like, what is it that Martha? What is it that you don't do? You don't shoot toys, okay? Yeah, I got one toy card on here, okay, and toys here. So she shoots everything. It's like crazy. But then again, she's a commercial photographer, so that's why she's doing everything, right? But this is her portfolio. These are her main things, but I think she's more known for her portrait works. Okay, it's amazing, and she also does landscapes as well. So if you are into traveling and all that, she will go to your country and shoot stuff. Okay, just kidding. She actually travels quite a fair bit, and she shoots stuff like this. Beautiful sceneries. And the most amazing thing is that this is Singapore. I live in Singapore, and I've never seen people shoot things like this. Okay, so this is quite amazing. More of her works as well on her Instagram. I will link it later. Okay, and then now let's look at William. Okay, so William's works. This guy, why can't I say she? He keeps on providing me with crazy works of art when it comes to architecture photography. I remember that he asked me, Mez, can you meet up with me in Jewel in Changi? And I'm like, oh no, every time you call me, I'm always busy, I have something on. But I feel that it's quite a waste that I'm not able to meet up with him, because look at what the maestro is capable of. I mean, look at his gallery. Okay, he does interior shots, commercial and corporate and all that. He turns interior shots into a kind of like a fine art. I mean, this is beautiful stuff. And the thing about William is that he has, whenever he shoots something, right, you can tell he always has print at the back of his mind. So whenever he shoots something, he always has print at the back of his mind. And I think, okay, I know your website is down, but I'm just gonna show them anyway. Oh wait, sorry, this is silly. Let me get the link again. Okay, sorry about that. This is the link. Okay. He runs Fenestra Imaging. Now, Fenestra Imaging is basically what, personally, for me, I think he's most well known for. He is a very, very, very tenacious printmaker. Okay, what I mean by tenacious printmaker, every time I see him, he's always talking about print. He's very passionate about the art of printing, to the point where I know he travels quite far and wide just to learn from others when it comes to printing. Recently, William actually received the what do you call that? Okay, basically he was conferred the title of Ilford official distributor for Indonesia. So this is a big deal. All right, this is totally a big deal. If you look at his works, which unfortunately are not available on his website now because it's under construction and maintenance, but you can check. Oh, I see Iron Man. You can check out his Instagram. I think this is where he posts most of his works. I will share the link later on. But in a sense, to be an Ilford official distributor, it really speaks volumes of his capabilities. All right, that he knows the art of printing inside out. That he knows paper, he knows ink, he knows pretty much the craft. Okay, and it's not as easy as you think, because a lot of people say like, oh, printing so easy, just press print and then that's it. But there is an art form to it. There is a lot of technique involved. And for William, he actually knows everything by heart. And that's why he runs a very successful business when it comes to Fenestra Imaging. Okay? And his clientele can range from enthusiasts to corporate clients and all that. And if you ask me, this is actually one of the biggest endgame dreams when it comes to print. To actually have massive clientele that rely on printing. And you know what people say, right? These days people say that print is dead, print is no longer popular and all that. But no, I don't think so. I disagree as well, because if you look everywhere, you look at commercial works and all that, you can see all these billboards, posters. I mean, for Singaporeans, you go like, where got billboard? Take a flight, come back to Changi, and the first thing you see when you take down the escalator to the arrival hall is this massive billboard, and it's all print. Okay, so this is amazing. Okay, and yes, 5-on, yes, I agree. Editing for printing is a different story. You need to make sure that you have proper calibrated screens. You need to make sure you have the right paper, you have the right ink, and when you shoot in the first place, it has to be perfect. So this is all something that William is known for. Wisnu corrected me. Sorry. Oh yeah, sorry, it's not corrected me, but add on. For the Capture One Pro discount of 15% by Prima Imaging, it's only for today and tomorrow. If you miss this chance, gg.com. Okay, you will not be able to enjoy 15% off. Okay, but hold off, unless you really cannot take it, you want to win. All right, sorry, or you really want to buy, go ahead. But remember, we are going to have a giveaway of just one copy. Okay, just one copy. Okay lah, this one actually inside nothing, but the actual thing got license key inside. So Prima Imaging will be in touch with you, and they will send you an email with the the license key. So anyway, yes, I will share with you Martha's website as well as William's website. So this is Martha's website and William's website. Okay, this is his Fenestra Imaging, and this is his this is his RTP pictures.com, okay, his other company, where he deals mostly with interior shots and architectural photography. All right. Again, this episode is brought to you by Prima Imaging. So thank you so much for that, Prima. Mr. Warren, thank you so much if you're watching. Miss Sherney as well. Miss Lina, thank you so much. Lina and who else? Wisnu and Danny as well. I know you guys are from Prima. It's been a while since I lost you guys. I last seen you guys. Please stay safe. I hope to meet up with you guys again soon. So anyway, before we bring the two epic guests onto the show, okay, this is actually a shout out to my own stuff. Okay, this is my Facebook page, A-MEZ-ING. This is my link. Let me just put, I think I have my bot up set up. Oh nope, my bot AFK again. Okay, this is my Facebook page. So if you are keen, okay, this is my Facebook page. Please hit like to get the latest updates for future episodes of the Amazing Life Show. And this is my Twitter account where I am very active. I ask people ask me questions, I answer them, I try my best, etc., etc. Okay. Also, I noticed that there are some members of PPAS here, Professional Photographers Association of Singapore. I myself am a member. This is a shout out to all PPAS members. For viewers in Singapore as well as Malaysia or even in Indonesia, if you're interested, this is actually the PPAS website. I'll talk about it much later. But are you ready? Let's see if our friends are ready. Okay, so we hold on, let me just unmute you guys. Okay, so we actually have got let me just switch over to Zoom channel. Okay, we have William on the top left, we have Martha at the bottom. She's wearing a feeling raw shirt. Why do people always have cool looking t-shirts on my shows and I don't? I only have King Koopa. and I realize that it's kind of bright right now.
It's like, sorry.
Okay, just give me a moment. Let me adjust my camera. Somehow this Logitech camera always acts up during my shows. I don't know why, but I can't do anything about it. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna shift the light a little bit. Hopefully I look more normal now. Okay, so anyway, everybody say hi to William and Martha. They are our guests for today. Guys, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of the Amazing Life Show. Now, I just to share with you, before the show starts, the two of them were telling me they're all nervous. Then when they tell me they're nervous, I'm also nervous. Okay, so I've actually compiled some questions, and this is actually wait, just give me a second. Somehow the Windows, I got very confused because I got like two screens here. Okay, so we got some questions for our two guests for today. So let's start with William, because William is on the top left. All right, William. Can't escape. Good to see you and good to hear you again. All right, so tell us a little bit more about yourself. Like, how did you start out photography, and what is it that made you want to decide this genre of photography?
Basically, I'm a architecture student before when I started my photography where I still in university. And I started to work as an architect for several years, 2 to 3 years. And I decided to become an architecture photographer because the first connection, mostly of the clients is architects and my lecturer, my professors. That's how I start my photography career.
Wow, cool. Basically, so it's been like forever because, since school days. I'm not trying to say you're old. We are still young at heart, right, William? We are still young at heart.
Yeah.
Okay, so Martha, how about yourself? Like, tell us a little bit more about yourself. I mean, okay, wait. Before we continue, I can see that she's kind of flexing. Behind her got medals all. Okay, so tell us a little bit more about how you started out in photography.
Yeah, almost the same thing with William. I was study graphic designer when I was young. And then I graduated and then I continued becoming as a graphic designer. I'm working for several companies for designing their marketing tools and so on. And then I found some problems that my design is not complete if I don't have any good visual. So I have to complete the pictures, good pictures. That's why I turned into becoming a photographer.
So basically, the idea of design for both of you is like the basis of your photography techniques nowadays. Am I right to say that?
Yes.
Oh, it's a cross genre kind of thing. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of you guys have received this question before, especially for people who shoot and then show people how you present your shots and all that in behind the scenes videos. Okay, so this question goes out for the both of you as well. Let's start with William. What is inside your bag and what's under the hood of your computer? Everyone's like always asking these kind of questions, right? So let's find out. What about yourself, William?
My camera, I'm using the full frame camera, using a Nikon. I just sell my DSLR. I switched to the Z series. I have a Z7 and Z6 because I also do a video. The Z6 is for video purpose because they can uh, 10 bit 4:2 with the analog. They have upgraded now, and I use it the Z7 45 megapixel for architecture and our jobs. Some projects I should run a phase one. For the lens, basically the lens is most of the I use it is the tilt shift lens, the wide lens until the zoom. I use 19 millimeters, 24 millimeters, 45 millimeters, and 85 millimeters tilt shift lens, the perspective control lenses. And also I use it like a 14-24 for some ultra wide purpose and 70-200 for some detail shots.
Wow, 7200 for interior shots as well as architecture shots. Am I right to hear? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, I use it for the architecture shot for the facade details. If you shoot the facades and you want details, yeah, the easy way you use it 70-100.
Wow, because normally when you talk about 7200, people are going like, oh, this one's more for portrait and all that. So this is like something new, even for myself. I'll be like 7200 for architectural. That's new to me.
Yeah, you can aim the signage of the buildings, right?
Yeah, that's true.
The details, the professions.
Then what about your computer? Because every time people hear shooters like yourself using a Z6, Z7, and even a Phase One camera, do you use like a super massive high-end Mac Pro or something like that?
No, I'm a the Windows guy. I use it. I use it the i7 series with the semi workstation specs. Cause my graphic card I using a Quadro.
Oh,
So
okay.
my graphic card I use preparing for processing and computing. Because before I use it in architects, I do a scripting, a computing also in architects. So when I switch, I cannot go down to the specs, the lower specs.
Wow, Quadro. Quadro is like the most serious of all users. If for those of you guys who are at home and wondering what is a Quadro, Quadro is actually a video card by Nvidia, and it's actually meant for high-end users who do a lot of calculations based on software such as AutoCAD and things like that. I heard you can also use it for gaming, but
Yeah,
you'd
but
be crazy to use it.
not really good.
Yeah. Okay. How about software? What kind of software do you use? For your works.
Oh, for the first is my work is I use it first Capture One, so I import all the files into Capture One first. I grading, I do the exposure correction, grading and tagging. Also, I come to Photoshop to rewind, and back to again to Capture One for cataloging and export in Capture One.
Okay, cool. Okay, Martha, how about yourself? What is inside your bag?
I have my Nikon Z7, Z50, D8500, and D850, and then and some more. And then the lens.
Some more. What do you mean by some more? How many cameras do you actually have?
I have Nikon DF, I have D4S, I have lots. And then for the lens, for landscape, basically 14-24. And then portrait, I use a lot with 85, 100, 105, and then 50 milli, 58, something like that.
I think she's not listing out everything. I'm pretty sure she's got more lenses than that. Her whole house, second floor, all lenses, confirmed. Oh, but since you are talking about camera of choices, I also understand that last year you were very involved in the launch of the Z7, was it?
Yes, C7.
And I saw some of the photos. It's crazy. A lot of people like come together to take a look at it. Some kind of street photography thing. Was it the launch or is it something else?
Z7 was launched on November. Yeah, November,
November.
maybe already 2 years ago, 2018.
Really? Time
Because
flies.
last year they launched the Z50.
Oh,
The
the
small.
Z50. Yeah, that's right. Last year, yeah, Z50. I kind of
I
lost
use
touch.
I use it for the YouTube. Yeah, for the YouTube basically because it's easy and small.
Mm. I mean, like Nikon, they have actually made a lot of strides in the mirrorless category. I mean, like, and since you guys are both using Nikon cameras, let me just take out my Nikon camera. So I also have Nikon somewhere. Oh, let me just pull it out. I just want to be special like you guys, because a lot of people know that I use Sony cameras and all that. But this is my Nikon camera. It's a bit too high. Let me just bring it down. This is my Nikon FM2.
Yay!
Yay! No megapixels. Yeah, so this is my only Nikon camera. So now I feel more at ease. I don't feel two Nikon users and one Sony user. Okay, so Martha,
Yes.
your computer, because you do a lot of genres of photography, and a lot of people always ask this question, like if you were to do portraits, you have to do landscape and all that, you definitely have another, just like a lot of assumptions with William, right? Most overpowered computer there is. Can you describe your computer?
I use iMac Pro and the monitor with ASO monitor here. This one is Mac.
Oh, okay. So basically, someone just said, Mezami, don't worry, I use Canon. Okay. Okay, later we will run a poll. Who uses Canon, who uses Sony, who uses Nikon, and who are the leftover probably use Fuji. Yeah, so you use an iMac Pro. How about when you
Yes.
shoot on location? Do you take out a laptop as well, or
Yes,
do you
MacBook Pro.
MacBook Pro?
Small
Okay.
one.
See that's the normal way to do it, because I've seen people who actually go out there carrying literally an iMac Pro. I don't know why, it's just crazy, but I think it's possible. But I suppose when you do this, it's because of tethering. Am I right?
I'm not that strong enough to bring.
But when you
So
bring
I
your
prefer
laptop out,
small.
it's for tethering, right? For shooting.
Yeah, usually I only prefer I bring my MacBook Pro, and then if they have a TV or something, so I tether it with the Capture One and so on.
Okay, so both of you guys actually use Capture One for your works. That's awesome. Okay, let me check out what other question. Okay, so for the both of you, okay, let's start with William first. What right now? Okay, when you look at your shots right now, or even the most recent works, what are the stories behind those shots? Like, what inspires you to shoot like that?
Basically, for the architecture interiors, I remind the renderings, the architect's renderings, the concepts. So basically, before I shoot for my clients, I ask the concept for the clients, so I can feel what the intention of the design. Because the intention of the photo shoot is to explain the design. And the other thing is when I learn about the angle, the new perspective, I can inspire by the movie. I can inspire also by architecture drawing, the working drawings, not just the architecture photos or architecture books by others or international magazine. So what's the influence now in this year and the last year is the movie. The last year inspiration is the for Thor Ragnarok. So the colors, so the angles
Thor.
is just so nice. And for some now I do like in some documentary. I also a lot watch a documentary. That's how I behind the shot to inspire and also the light sensitivity to in the location that should be increasing also. Indonesia some like many cloudy no sunlight, so that's why the inspiration for the movies can help like the gloomy things, so I can still explain the ideas from the design in my image.
I mean, speaking of gloomy weather and all that, and because you're shooting on location, Have you ever encountered situations where the clients actually don't want it? Like for example, today is very gloomy, but the client insists that, oh, can you make the sun come out? We definitely have heard of clients who speak like this before, right? They go like they ask for the impossible. So have you encountered something like that before?
Yeah, I propose the rescheduling and I give it more extra cost.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So for those of you guys who are watching right now, and you always wonder like, how do you deal with clients who expect you to change the weather? I mean, like, um, we can't control certain things. So what you can do is maybe ask for reschedule, and just like what William did, have it such that it's advantageous to your timing. So when you actually are able to go for another shoot, you can actually ask for more payment. So that's a big plus point. Am I right to say that, William?
Yeah, yeah. And I also changed the night scene, become a dawn scene. So I shoot for early from 4 a.m. in the morning for the
4
night
a.m.
scene.
4 a.m. That's
Yeah,
sungguh pagi.
yeah,
Yeah, I can't wake up at
yeah.
4. So if you are to start at 4 a.m., what time do you have to wake up, roughly? I mean, including travel
three,
time and all that.
three, three, 3
3
a.m.
3 a.m. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, but in the early morning, traffic's not that bad, right?
yeah. No traffic, no people outside, right?
Oh,
Still sleeping.
good sleeping. Okay, good. Okay, James said that's why architecture shoot cannot code for just one day. There needs to be a range of days for the photographer to get the best weather. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's true.
James. Yeah, true. Okay. For Martha, yours is very interesting. I'm gonna talk to you about the underwater shoot because that one is the one that really captivates a lot of the audience. Um, what drives you to go underwater and shoot?
Actually, I was not shooting any models before. I was, like it was the genre that I never want to touch actually, because I was prefer to shoot landscape. I do traveling, I meet kids and so on, but I don't want to touch like the models or something with the talent. And until I was get pregnant in 2012, and then I cannot go traveling anywhere. So the only choice that I have to do is I just have to do something that I can do in Jakarta. So and then I meet my friend who's doing underwater photography, and then I join him, and I falling in love. And it was magical. When you go under the water, it's like you never imagine that it's so beautiful. I mean, the fabric is flowy, the talent, and then so on. So yeah, it makes me fall in love for the first time with the talent shot. So and then after that, I continue with the studio lighting. I learned about studio lighting because I know when I was shooting for underwater, I only expecting a good weather. I mean, I want a very sunny day, but when there is a gloomy day and my pictures get sucks. I mean, like there is no contrast, there is no details, and then I'm thinking that I need to learn about lighting because I need to make it perfect. So I learned about lighting, and then I fall in love with the dance and movement photography.
I
So
think
basically, underwater is the first thing that I do with the portrait shot.
I think the first time I met you was in 2017, and back then you were still shooting landscapes only, right?
Yes, I'm still shooting landscape, but I'm not doing it for professional. I mean, I just doing it for my hobby because sometimes as a mommy is sometimes very stuck with the details of the kids, so I have to go out from the house and go somewhere alone. So that's why landscape is my choice.
Okay. But so somewhere in between 2017 and 2020, that's the first time you actually started shooting underwater. Because you said that, or is it much earlier than that? I kind of
Yeah,
lost track of the time.
underwater was 2013.
Oh, 2013. Oh, wow. Then
And when I buy the first brown color, it was end of 2014 maybe.
nice, nice. So this is something that you've been doing for a long time.
Yes, and then I learned the lighting, and I love a challenge. I mean, when I meet, yeah, I saw some pictures that they are doing the movement, dancing photography. It's so challenging. I mean, I know it's about moment. Like you got the moment, and you can get the beautiful pictures. And the more difficult is, the more I feel like I'm challenged. I want that challenge.
Then okay, so let's talk about underwater shooting even more. any inspiration, like for example, William was sharing that movies like Thor Ragnarok actually gives him inspiration for the shots. So for your case, what do you have movies also that inspire you?
I love your friend Benjamin von Wong.
Benjamin
It's
von
my
Wong, yeah. Yeah. He did a shoot in Bali, I think in
yeah.
2014, right? I think, was that the one that inspired you to take up underwater shooting?
Yes, he's the one. He's the one. Like, oh my god, I want to meet this guy.
Yeah,
Finally.
that guy is crazy, man. He's crazy. He's actually, for those of you who are wondering who is Benjamin von Wong, he is this guy who used to shoot with fire and underwater and stuff like that, but now he's focusing more of his efforts on environmental issues. So if you guys are interested, you can always check out Google him up. He's very famous. Just look for Von Wong. Okay, he is crazy. That much I can agree. The crazy part, right? We can all agree on that. Yeah, he's a legend. So okay. So you were saying that when you were doing your underwater shoots, you were actually pregnant as well. Did I hear
Yes.
that right? So
Yes.
so wow. So for women out there who feel that because they are pregnant they're not allowed to go in water and all that, this is Martha. She did it.
For underwater shot, I was get pregnant and then delivering my first kid on 2012, and then I learned in 2013, and I get pregnant again in 2014. But I know exactly what I'm doing because I know that I may not use the oxygen. I have only hold my breath beneath the water, and I choose the depth. I mean, I cannot shoot about 3 meters or 4 meters depth. Okay, so I choose only about 2 meters, and I hold my breath down there without the oxygen and so on.
That's
So
that's
it's
that's
still
amazing.
shooting in swimming pool,
I,
not
I
not the real open water.
I thought you actually have a oxygen tank. You actually go in, hold your
Yes,
breath.
I did, but when I was pregnant, I didn't use that one because they said like they have that chemical something that is dangerous for me.
Oh yeah,
So
that's true.
I'm not.
That's true. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, let's see. Now, speaking of which, for Martha, you've covered a lot of genres. Okay, so this question is more for William. William, you are a shooter known for architecture and interior shots. Now, if let's say you're not doing your work shots, right? Is there any genre of photography you're interested in as a hobby, or is there any genre of photography that you like to try out? Maybe underwater also.
Oh, I cannot swim. That's the big problem. I cannot swim.
It's okay. You just admitted to so many people on live that you can't swim.
Uh, the genre is I like the automotive.
Oh, yeah, like
I want to
automotive.
try the automotive shoot. I also like to. I inspired by also some Indonesian photographer who shoot automotive. Eric Nardi,
Oh,
you know,
Eric.
right?
Eric is
He
watching you
shot
right
it.
now.
He shot it. Hi, Eric.
Hi, Eric. He gave 3 thumbs up. Yeah, Eric is an
It's quite
awesome
like
automotive photographer.
that's
Yes.
awesome. And I also like to shoot products, the things. That's the genre that I will try also to create in this pandemic. I will also creating my own portfolio for automotive. It's quite challenging that try to technical issues with the lightings, right? That's
So,
why I will try.
well, keep on trying. Okay, so this question is for the both of you. Do you think that as photographers who are doing commercial works, like for you guys' cases, Martha is doing portraits and kids' photos and all that, for William shooting interiors for clients, do you guys feel that it's important to always go beyond your genre so that maybe your mind wouldn't remain stagnant? Maybe we have William answer that first.
Yeah, sure. The first things before I afraid to shoot people because we playing with the emotion, we playing with the mood. It's not too easy to maintain the mood of the talent. But that's why I have also some commercial projects to shoot the people. That's beyond and also open the opportunity in the future for my photography journey. And also I avoid also to shoot a food before, but I also try to shoot the food and I get some clients with the food photography also.
How about yourself, Martha? What do you think? Should photographers always stay in the same genre, or should they just explore anything and everything?
I'm a very easily get bored person.
Oh,
So
okay.
I always want to try something new. I mean, yeah. I don't know until I meet a certain point. Like I already think I knew this technique or something, and I always want to try something new. I mean, I love to challenge myself. Like, what things that I have to do. So I have to move to the next step actually. So
So
that's why some people say that I have no genre.
So right now at this point in time, because of COVID, okay, most likely you guys are starting to plan something else. Martha, do you have like this genre that you really want to try, no matter what?
Actually, on January, I was approaching with one of production house before. So actually, I want to get concentrate with the kids and kids. Yeah, basically kids photography. But yeah, the condition happening like this, and yeah, basically I just keep on have a good relationship with them. But now I think the one that I do is doing with the content creator. I mean, yeah, I did my YouTube since 2 years ago, but it's getting improving in this year in the early of January. The subscriber is growing up, and I think it's good enough. I mean, like I have some contact from several companies, like asking about the placement and so on. So I think maybe I will try to get concentrate with it.
Cool. And I think you've what 53,000 subscribers on YouTube now, if I'm not wrong.
5,000.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so question for the both of you guys. Since both of you guys actually use Capture One,
Yes.
is this software good for any genre, or is it just for particular genres, like say portrait, landscape, interior, or is it for everything? It's like a because a lot of people actually ask like like recently I received an email. Someone from Malaysia asked, Capture One, is it good for what is it? Let me just find the message. Is it good for food and toy photography? It's like two completely different stories. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's for everything. I mean, yeah, if for shooting landscape, I will not using it during the photo shoot. I mean, I travel somewhere with tethering with the capture one. I didn't do that. But shooting in studio or something, yeah, I always bring my capture one with it. And yeah, I think it's fit for every genre. Even I mean, if you are doing the toys photography, maybe you can use the tripod, and then you can try to find the placement about the composition and so on. I think it will help.
Yeah, I agree. I agree because I myself shoot toy photography, but when it comes to food photography, I end up eating only. Okay, so anyway, for William, your latest and greatest or proudest personal achievement so far in anything to do with photography.
Hmm. Hmm. I feel I didn't achieve anything now.
Really? Personally, I think you achieve a lot, man. You gotta share.
uh, Maybe because the breakthrough, I starting the printing. That's one of achievement that I learned and new things that. Uh, Sorry.
Did your camera overheat again?
Yeah,
Yeah. Is it okay now?
I think. The achievement like for photography, I break through to the commercial. The other things, I still that. Mm, I still waiting for another great achievement.
Okay, Martha, how about yourself?
Oh, maybe the first thing, maybe the Nikon official. It's one of my achievement. I mean, it's because I never dreamed to become an ambassador of every single camera. I mean, yeah, it's one of my achievement. The first that I got for as ambassador official photographer. So it's like opening a very lot of opportunity with other things. And the second one is thanks to you, Mas, because of you.
No,
You're
no. I just
introducing
recommended you. I didn't do anything.
because it's like wow, yeah, finally I achieved for the international, yeah, global ambassador for Capture One. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. makes
That
me happy.
that's awesome. William, what happened to you? You suddenly become very shy. Okay, for those who are
Camera is
wondering,
overheated.
for those who are wondering what happened to William, occasionally his camera overheats because he's shooting himself in the oven. So we need to wait for the camera to cool down before it can come back online. But we can still hear William loud and clear, so not to worry. We can still conduct this interview session with him. William, you're there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still here.
How's the sauna?
Yeah, it's hot.
It's still hot, huh?
Just the camera.
Just the camera.
Only the camera.
Okay, don't worry. Tell the camera to relax first. Yeah, just someone said put ice cube inside the camera. And Wesley from Malaysia. Wesley from Malaysia. Now Wesley is an AZO Global Ambassador, and James also is a Global Ambassador as well for AZO. We have two AZO Global Ambassadors watching you right now, trying to figure out what happened to your camera. And they both suggested this. Wesley said you must use a Sigma FP, it doesn't overheat. James come up with a better idea, I think. Put ice cube inside your camera. So you decide which one is better. One is cheap, the other one costs a little bit. Oh my gosh, how do I pronounce your name? H3 Hankis Patitanium Patman says William mau gua pinjemin Logitech gua nggak? I think he's offering a Logitech camera. But yeah, okay, William, never mind. For your safety, I don't want your camera to explode or anything like that. Maybe you can just go on audio only. That's fine. Once you think your camera cool down already, you can come back online and then we can have a visual of you. All right. So now, let's talk about the current situation. Now, the world has seen a massive change, and it's a very big problem for the rest of humanity. And I'm not talking about a certain president, but I'm actually talking about the COVID-19 pandemic. So, having said that, Indonesia is also another country that is very affected by this. And I understand that I think recently your government has actually imposed some kind of a lockdown status, or is it like a restricted movement as well? So this definitely has affected our way of life. Okay, so Martha, life-wise, other than the fact that you have to stay home more often now, what else has changed since COVID-19?
Well, yeah, basically working from home, I did that from a long time ago. I mean, I always working from home, so it's never mind for me. But the kids not going to school, so I have less time to do myself things like editing or do something. And then yeah, many things to think about. I mean, yeah, same like you. There's some projects that is pending and cancel, and I have to think more about. Yeah, I have to pay the salary a bit for my editor and my videographer. So there's the expenses I have to still keep their working. So I have to think some more about that.
So in terms of costs and all that, you work from home. You don't have to worry about studio costs, but you still have to pay your editor and videographer, yeah? Okay, for William. William, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, you gotta say something once in a while, because otherwise I don't know what happened to you. Just to make sure that you're okay and safe. You know, there's no fire and things like that, especially. Okay, William. Life. Oh, there you go. Welcome back. Everything okay? Yeah. Welcome back, and life-wise for yourself, what has changed since COVID-19?
My shoot is hold 100%. So I cannot shoot my project. I affect also in my printing. That's like 70 to 80%. They people hold the printing and the shootings also, and it's affect with my distribution like for the effort. Some like okay, I change to my phone first.
Sure.
Okay, wait.
Now I see two
You can
Williams.
see. Yeah. To me.
To me. Okay, you're like.
Okay, like
You
wait.
Yeah, you need to flip it.
Yeah. So I can it's affected. I should pay my editors, my assistants also. I should pay my bills. That's the big thing.
Yeah, bills are a problem. But for Indonesia, did they like do some kind of financial help? I don't know, like rebates or stimuli packages that can assist you to tide through this time? Did the government do that? Chris was the first to answer. No. Is it true? Chris put a capital
No.
N-O. No? Oh dear. Okay.
No.
Hopefully, things will get better. Because for other countries, even Japan, they just announced a package to financially help people. So hopefully for Indonesia, maybe they have something, or maybe at least. Oh, Enchet Jin says only for the very poor. Okay, I understand. Yeah, so it's quite difficult, and even for Singapore also, it's not just wholesale for everyone. For companies, I think they also have some criteria to meet. But yeah, hopefully you are able to tide through these difficult times, right? In terms of finances. Okay. How many days for Indonesia now that you have been stuck at home? Both of you. How many days?
How many days? Yeah,
Oh,
it's more than 1 month, I think. Huh?
more than 1 month. Lost count already. I think we didn't went off to count for it. It just disappeared. 1 month. Oh, SDH motion says 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I think for Malaysia it's more than 1 month already. I think. Singapore, I'm not counting either. I think it's about 2.5 weeks maybe. But so far everything okay. Because like for myself, and Martha maybe because we always work from home, it's quite comfortable. William, you also work from home as well, I assume, right? Your printer always at home, so it's not so bad. So for us, I think it's okay. But I think I've met some photographers from overseas where they Malaysia, for example, they have been stuck for so long that they start to do crazy things. So hopefully none of us will fall into that problem. Yeah, crazy things like there was this guy who was like literally shooting anything and everything in the house. But that actually gave me an idea, because shooting things in the house for fun can actually turn the most boring things into something more interesting. I think Martha, you have started something called more. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Potret di rumah aja.
Motret di rumah Anjila. Yeah. Okay. So basically, you take normal stuff at home and shoot things and make it look interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
That's cool. Okay. And then since you're doing that, I'm gonna challenge you because Singapore also I'm doing something quite similar. It's called the hashtag Stay at Home Challenge with MEZ. Okay. So I want you to go and look around your kitchen, look for bottle of soy sauce. Because this one is halal. Champagne and wine cannot. So the two of you, this is a challenge to the both of you. Okay, shoot a very boring looking item like this bottle of soy sauce. Okay, maybe you don't have this brand in Indonesia, yeah, but something similar. Shoot it and then after that, share with me. Oh, but that one you can't eat with egg. This one you can eat with egg. But okay, so let's try this. Okay, then we have a little bit of a challenge. I think it'll be quite interesting. All right. And for William, shooting this bottle, it's okay. You can shoot just the bottle. You don't have to go and look for epic interior spaces.
Yeah. We'll see the bottles.
Oh, Martha, your pets.
My pet.
Yeah, she's got snails. I don't have snails for pets here. Snails are a different genre of pets. It's special, very unique. Okay. So right now, let's talk about. Enough with COVID-19 problems. Let's talk about solutions. Okay, Martha, this is for you. Since COVID-19 actually affected your business also, do you have any solutions to overcome those? Any plans whatsoever to tide through? Could you share some with us?
I'm jualan nasi kapau.
Yes. Oh, wait. So your nasi kapau business, is something that you did on the side a long while back before the COVID-19, right? It's not like during COVID-19. So
Yeah.
this. Okay, tell me more about it.
Vacuum packs, so I can sell more all over the city.
Wow. I think this is gonna inspire people. Look at that. SDH Motion just said I should go to the kitchen now. Oh no, that's for the bottle. So your nasi kapau business is like it wasn't originally a backup plan, right? It's now a backup plan because of COVID-19. At least you have something. Okay, I'm good.
So I still not sure. I hope everything is going back normal again because there is some meeting I have before on January and all are postponed. and I do some shots for the company, and they're basically just we're having few meetings, and then all now they are shutting their activity up, and then so basically all the marketing activities, yeah, they save the cost and everything, but yeah, I still hoping it's getting better. But for me, yeah, I'm thinking about the YouTube things that I said before, because digital contents, like everybody's watching the YouTube things. I know the money is not as big as yeah, my corporate things, but not bad. I mean, yeah, at least there is some money coming in, and I'm hoping for the placement. I mean, some people like contacting me like, I want to put the coffee on your YouTube channel. It's quite good, and the latest one I do the campaign with Xiaomi. It's good enough for me to cover the fee of my employee.
Oh,
I think
Xiaomi.
something.
Did you say Xiaomi?
Yes, Xiaomi.
Wow.
Yeah,
What?
luckily I had a contract with Xiaomi from last December. So the contract start from January until April. So this is the last month. So it's quite, yeah, not bad. But
That's
after
good.
this, I don't know.
That's good. But at least you still have your nasi kapau business. Maybe later you and
Yes.
I can have a private chat, and I'm gonna start an Indomie business.
Yes.
I love Indomie. For those of you who are watching at home, you guys probably should know this by now. I love Indomie, and Indomie. If anyone from Indomie is watching right now, please sponsor me. Singapore, a lot of people are buying Indomie now. I don't know why. Yeah, if you look at all the supermarkets, Indomie is like snapped up, and every time I go down to NTUC Fair Price, which is a local supermarket, Indomie is totally gone, and they left the lousy one, Ibumi, that one fake one. I don't like that.
Same here.
Same,
Indomie all gone.
all
Only
gone.
miss a duck
Oh
something.
man, oh man, that's crazy. Okay, we have some people asking questions or saying something. Let me read. Hand. Okay, I'm just gonna call you Partman because your name is very long. Online business is a solution, but recently they are cracking down on online delivery personnel because they like to gather themselves in huge group on certain shopping mall locations. Oh, I think that's something like a Gojek, where they deliver food, right? So that's not really a question; it's just a statement, I guess. Whoa, 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 so many people chatting. Just hold on, let me read. Webcam business should be good. Nikon should start launching one. Martha, maybe you can tell Nikon to start a webcam business as well. Actually, it's true, you know. For Singapore, a lot of webcams are sold out everywhere. And even like other countries like Finland, I have a friend in Finland who actually called me and said that, hey, Mess, do you think you can help, ship over a Logitech camera or Razer Kyo webcam or any webcam? Doesn't matter. Because everywhere in Finland is totally out. And for Singapore, I think there's a lot of sold out cases as well. Is it the same for Indonesia? Webcam totally gone?
So
I can still
some
find.
You sure?
they're just dealing with the smartphone. I mean, smartphone have the camera, and they do the live thing with this.
Okay. So
The one
maybe.
that I know is quite a good business now is the raw material, like selling fish. What is it? Vegetables or everything is basically they are very having
For
good.
food and all that, yeah. Okay. Let's see questions. Okay, guys. If you have any questions for either Martha or William, just feel free to write in the chat box, and I'll try to look through if there's any questions. Um, Eric Dinadi asks, nasi kapau giveaway for today. Oh dear. Okay, a lot of people saying Martha's nasi kapau is better than Indomie. Okay, good. Then awesome. I'm gonna try.
Indomie rasa nasi kapau.
Indomie rasa nasi kapau. Wow. Okay, that will definitely be something very very different. Okay. Solina says Erdinadi should give away voucher for GrabFood. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's say for example William. Okay, let's talk to William for now. For your case, do you have any like backup plans or any solutions to your current COVID-19 nightmare?
Maybe I try to sell fruits. Now I'm selling a date palm, a kurma, like a date palm,
Oh
because
wow.
near the Idul Fitri, right? Yeah, because my family business is basically is importer or distributor for the fruits. So I try become a reseller from them. I take from my parents, I sell it again in retail so I can sell it retail. Just started today.
There's what? Sorry.
Just started today.
Oh, just started today. Oh, that's very new. So it's quite interesting, how you originally talk about Apple MacBooks and now you're talking about selling apples.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
fruits.
selling the fruit. Okay, guys, if you're tuning in right now and you're from Indonesia, okay, you can always turn to Martha for nasi kapau. She still does delivery as well. And if you want fruits, you can talk to William. Okay, so this is interesting. I think it's a good thing because we do need to support each other in terms of continuation of businesses. For a lot of photographers, because of this COVID-19, a lot of people actually lost a lot of jobs, and a lot of photographers actually are starting to look for different solutions. Like even for myself, I am doing this show. Okay, so this show is actually like my source of income, so to speak. It's a just an experiment, but I still have my other businesses. It's just that this is something I want to start also because it's like a kind of like a backup plan. But of course, like I stated at the beginning of the show, it was really for fun, and then I just want to explore how far I can go. But ultimately, it's about sharing and getting to know fellow photographers from all over the world who are also stuck at home, and hopefully we can keep each other company and then learn from each other, and then keep our minds sharp. I think the most important thing is that we have to keep our minds sharp, because if we are all stuck at home and not doing anything and not thinking and just waiting, I think we're gonna have a lot of problems. Okay, so we got some questions here. Question for William by SDH Motion. Have you ever scouted the place first before shooting commercial architecture shoot? And how do you reach the potential clients?
Yes, my procedure is if not urgent from the clients, I should scout first. I scout the location, and then for if the urgent, I have some clients like we need to shoot, but we cannot scout. I asking for the image or the video from them, the site under construction or the renderings. I asking all the data. For the potential clients, I approach like door to door. I come to their office. I asking for the connection to the connection, approaching from Instagram, emails, sending a portfolio to them, attending the event, attending like architecture event. So basically, the architects have a lot of event, become a supporting or the sponsor for the architecture seminars. So I support for the videos and the uh, shoot for them. I supporting. I have a logo so the people knowing us. Uh, and mostly like mouth to mouth from clients to clients, because basically the architects have organizations. So I also supporting the organizations. So I come in the good organization, how I can reach a potential clients.
So, okay, let's follow up on that question. When you meet up with clients or potential clients rather, during your networking sessions, let's call it networking events and things like that. What do you bring along with you? Do you bring a portfolio or your name card or anything at all?
Yeah, I just bring my name card. They accessing the easy way is to get portfolio from Instagram. So after giving a name card, uh, give the Instagram links.
How about yourself, Martha? Same question. Like for your case, because you shoot portraits and all that, do you check out like for underwater, right? Do you check out the location first and all that? Because I think, okay, just to share with you, for Singapore, um, it's quite tough to find location permits. So for Indonesia, how about it? Is it the same?
Yeah, the same for the permission, the same thing.
So you do a lot of scouting first before you go for the shoot, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
But actually, I'm not only doing for the portrait because I'm also shooting for the corporate things like making the company profile and so on. Actually, I was starting from my husband is working for a company, so it's like a group company. And usually, when I already do my work with one company, and they usually talking with the others company, so it's yeah basically because of that kind of network. And then if I'm shooting for the portrait is yeah mostly because yeah basically it's mouth to mouth, friend to friend, like they are saying I can shoot these kind of things and so on, and then give a try, and then making some meetings and then preparation, like having to know the concept first, what they are doing. So because I'm not working for an agency, I usually have it for the direct client. So I met with them and they asked me for the creative the creative of the pictures. So I have to prepare all everything. So that's why I'm hiring now. I'm converting my videographer become one of my manager
Oh
because I
wow.
cannot deal everything.
It's quite tough to handle everything, yeah? Okay, Martha, this one's for you because you're a Capture One ambassador. Setiawan Bong asks, how powerful is Capture One Pro for raw processing compared to other raw processing apps? And does Capture One also need a powerful PC?
For the spec of the computer, please ask William and you because women are very bad with the hardware.
Okay.
But for the software, yes, Capture One is one of the best. Yeah, maybe now is the best. Now is the best raw processing software. And yeah, you can try with you downloading the 3 days free trial. And I have a challenge on my Instagram, so just please join.
You have a
And you
challenge on your Instagram. Okay, can you share with us? Let me just let me. Oh, okay, sorry, my camera is here. Is stuck. No, one of my mouse is not moving. Let me call out the
this is the
Instagram.
challenge, the giveaway one. So
Yeah.
I'm giving away
Oops.
the one
Instagram.com Martha Suherman, yeah?
double N.
Double N. Okay, let's see. Okay, I see your. Can you see the screen as well?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. Which one is it? Is it this one?
Yes.
Ah.
Those one. Yes,
Okay,
that one.
let me-
Yeah, the giveaway with the big letter.
There's wow, Indonesian photographers, you're very lucky. There are 2 ways to win Capture One now. Okay, so now Martha actually has got a Capture One 30-day challenge. For a moment there, I thought there's a Capture One 30. Capture One 30-day challenge. So basically we actually need to just follow these instructions, and if you're interested, you can take a look here as well. I will share the direct link in the chat box. Okay, so if you guys want to, you can actually join here as well. So there's now 2 ways to win Capture One Pro. Lucky for people in Indonesia. This is open to Indonesia only, yeah?
Not really. Actually, everybody.
Oh, everybody. So Malaysians, Singaporeans, everyone else from all over the world, if you're tuning in right now, this 30-day challenge apparently is open to everyone. So this is a global challenge. So Indonesians, you got one extra. Wesley, he's so happy already. Wesley is very happy. So now he's from Malaysia. He can actually join in as well. Okay, let's see. Any other question? Fivon says, seems like Instagram is still a good place to advertise and reach out rather than Facebook. Yeah, I have to agree. I think for all of us here, we can all agree that Facebook is too dependent on boosting, and if you don't have your boosts or your ad promos, you will not really get your word out, and it can be very costly. All right, and the results are quite dismal. It's really bad. SDH Motion asks, how do you start your portfolio at the beginning before you're well known? Question for both Martha and William. Okay, let's start with William first.
I start the portfolio is for travel from travel shot because I see my travel shot basically is an architecture shot. It's quite the same. And when I in university, we have a study excursion to a project built by an architect. So I bring my camera, I shoot, I layouting all everything's in one PDF. I maintain in Instagram so some people can see the face to my Instagram. And for the discussion and
Hold on,
inside
William.
is I asking for my lecture.
William, sorry, can you repeat your last sentence because you broke off for a bit.
Yeah.
Hello, William.
I starting this. So I asked the prof how. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Okay. You can
Yeah,
hear me.
yeah, much better now. I think there was a bit of an internet hiccup. Can you repeat your last sentence? Sorry about that.
Yeah. I discussed with my lecturer who is architect about my portfolio. That's how beginning to build the portfolio. Basically, I asked the potential clients before they become my clients.
So basically, what you're trying to say is that you scout for potential market. Am I right to say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Martha, same question to you. How do you start your portfolio at the beginning before you're well known? Before you're well unknown. Okay.
I have photography in my college for 2 years, but it's all gone because it was analog photography, and I it was in my mother's house. But then I start with the company things, company designing for the company. So that time, because I do the design things, the graphic design things, so I have some portfolios that first I have the design things. I mean the portfolio for the design, and then because they are looking for a visual good, some good visual, and then I start to taking pictures of them, so it becomes my portfolio. And then when I working concentrating with the corporate, yeah, I was luckily, my husband, the boss from my husband is very nice person. He's giving me a chance to shooting everything. I mean, like helping them doing the documentation of the office event, and then yeah, sometimes yeah, many things like, and then yeah, always give a chance for that, so I can start to having the portfolios.
Okay, good. Um, okay, SDH Motion also asks, do you guys decide on concept first or you have plan in mind to reach certain clients? I think William already answered that one with regards to the plan to scout out for marketing, then to give an idea before, sorry, to have an idea before you actually approaches the correct clientele. For Martha, is it similar as well?
Yes, basically you have to have the idea. Yeah, because I'm coming from a graphic designer. It's always about concept. Like you cannot shoot like that. I mean, you have to a very well prepared concept and the idea and everything, so we can make some things useful. I mean, just not just shooting, but I can use the portfolio, the picture for something else. I mean, for long term use.
Okay, Setiawan, I think just now William already answered that question. Maybe you can watch the replay. Or unless William doesn't mind answering again, because this question is actually by Setiawan. He actually asked, what's in your bag for architectural photo shoots?
So I have my camera, the Z7, and also I have all the range of the Nikon tilt shift lens, 19, 24, 45, 85. In some cases, I use it a 40-24, 14-24, and I use it a 70-100.
That 7200 still mind boggles me. I have to try one day. I have to try one day because I do have a 7200. Maybe I'll just try for fun and then I'll send you the photo and maybe you can tell me whether it sucks or not. Okay. Let's see. Okay. This is gonna be really cool. Okay. Let's say they decide to announce unanimously around the world that COVID-19 is over, that they found a cure. All right, Martha, what is your immediate plan? I mean, like,
I
say
want to
tomorrow, suddenly it's over. What's your immediate plan? This is hypothetical. It's imaginary, but what would you do immediately?
I want to travel alone.
Wow,
You know,
where to?
I never have me time. Like I always keep my yeah the homework of the kids and then have to do all the things. So I want to do is take my mommy day off. So I want to go somewhere traveling by myself.
Any country in particular?
I don't know, not yet. Maybe the closest one is Bali is okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Bali is nice. I just went to Bali in January. Very nice place. Very nice place. But it was raining. So it's okay. Okay, for William, how about yourself? Like, suddenly, boom, tomorrow, no more COVID-19. What will you do? The first thing you do?
Go out to coffee shop.
I can relate to that. I can relate to that. I would want to go to a coffee shop as well. But why coffee shop? I mean, like, Martha wants to leave the country totally. She travels and all that. You're just like me. For myself, I want to go coffee shop because I just miss the ambience. I think that drinking teh halia at the coffee shop is one thing. How about yourself? Why coffee shop?
Yeah, I won't feel like a fresh air throughout a year because become a realistic now is I need after going to coffee shop actually usually I starting to shoot and working. I hope just after tomorrow is done I can shoot all the works and I can shoot back normally and outside. So for traveling, yeah, but the priorities I think is like I want go to first to make me calm, think clearly, and have more plans in the future, like realistic things.
Okay, understand. Okay, let's see. James asks for the both of you. Okay, let's start with Martha first. Okay, do you actively use proper contracts for your jobs?
Yes, of course.
Any particular design for your contracts that you
Uh,
think is very important, the most important aspect in your contract?
is it like a job for the photography ones or something like contract as me as officials or something?
Why not both? Because in your capacity as a photographer and in your capacity as maybe a brand ambassador.
I always have the proper contract. I mean, nowadays like people like very easy like doing the revision or something, and then they just want they are dealing for the small files and then asking for big files or something. So I always want all details on the paper because when it start and when it's end and then the payment, the term of payment and so on. So everything I have to write it down everything clearly. And also yeah, about the official things, I also asking the same thing, what I have to do and what I don't may not do. I mean, like I'm taking pictures with somebody's logo and it's not allowed and something. Yeah, it's all have to be detailed.
Then, have you met clients who are actually turned off by contracts? I mean, the moment they see contracts, they go like, okay, that's it. We don't want to do this anymore. Have you met clients like that?
So far no, they understand. I mean, we always explain like we don't want to get a misunderstanding between both of us. I mean, you know what you have to pay, the details, the numbers or something, and what I have to work with. So basically, they know what they have to do.
Then, let's say hypothetically, you met a client who doesn't want to deal with contracts. What will you do?
Hmm. Yeah, I was actually there's a funny experience for me. A long time ago, I was shooting for a maternity shot. You know, shooting maternity and babies usually they are just people. I mean, not a company, and usually they don't want to sign or they don't want to read my rules because usually I put some rules. And at that time, I never talk about detailing about the revision because I only said this is the day we're taking the pictures, and then 2 weeks later I will give you the shot, and you can choose. And after that, another 2 weeks, I will give you the final result. And then they are asking about it's very crazy revision. I mean, it's like a commercial content like, oh, my son have a pocket outside the clothes, and you have to put it in. It's crazy, man. And then that time I feel like I don't want to. Yeah, that's my last experience, so I don't want to do that again. Yes.
I can kind of relate to that. Okay, what about William? We have a question here by Satyawan. If you don't have a PC lens, can we shoot architect with right perspective, and how to reach that perspective at least?
Sure. Hello. Sure. Sure. We can do in a post pro productions. But before we should imagine what the perspective we want to achieve. So we should know the basically the logic how what is the correct perspective. Actually, our eyes is quite true to see the perspective. So we just imagine and what the points the image we want to achieve. Actually, the first thing I started not with it without with PC lens. I started with a normal wide lens, a zoom lens, but for a common works and a professional job, some clients understand about the PC lens, so that's why I started using the PC lens, and I fall in love with the PC lens.
So, Tiawan, I think that answers the question. Okay, this one's for the both of you. Okay, I'm not sure how it is like in Indonesia, so I'm just gonna ask as well. Photo copyright. Okay, this is by SDH Motion. Photo copyright. Does it belong to the clients, or to the photographers, or both? Let's hear it from Martha first.
Copyright. I think it's both, but the way we place the pictures we have to discuss. I mean, like what I do with the company, I didn't put my clients the corporate contents on my Instagram because I think it's not proper enough. Like I'm shooting a president director and then I put it on my Instagram. It's not nice. I mean, I prefer to keep it for myself, or maybe some of their pictures I can put it in my website. Website is more proper. It's like official account of me. And then let's say like I'm shooting a factory, and then I shoot all the machine, all the facility that they have, and I cannot put that on my Instagram. I mean, it's not nice to open the internal of their, yeah, the internal pictures. So some of it I never put it. But I usually asking which picture that I may publish on my website, and also in the Instagram is the same thing. That's why I put the landscape pictures on my Instagram, because it's very general contents and everybody can enjoy it, and I don't have to deal with the copyright and the royalty and so on. Because I shoot for my clients, and the clients pay me for that pictures. So usually I cannot use it anymore for the other clients. I mean, it's their pictures, but we have the authority. I mean, we create that pictures, so it means it's belong to me too. But the way I use it, I have to very wise with it.
Understand. What about William? I mean, architectural photography wise, copyright, does it belong to the client or both? Oops, I think he's
Yeah, yeah. Sorry,
it's
it's a phone
disappeared.
call. Yeah, the copyright is both for me and for clients, but the priority is for the clients, especially if you're dealing with a hotel. So I should wait them to post it. Mostly, so basically, all the my images I already have a permission for in my clients. Which part I can publish, which part it's cannot, one at a time, because some clients need to the image, they use it for the presentation first or for award submission, and maybe the house is like a big director of the company. This cannot be published. So we need to know the rule for my clients, and also we discuss which one. So usually I asking first, okay, I will post it this in this certain area, system period, like that.
Okay, answer. I hope that answers your questions, SDH Motion. Archie, Archie asks me, and maybe I want to ask the both of you as well, since you guys are here. He asked me like, do you think it's possible to do a photo shoot using Zoom, using remote desktop? Um, Personally, I think it's possible. You have to communicate with your client through Zoom and tell them exactly what you need to do. I think this is a trend that's going on right now on Twitter as well as Instagram. A lot of professional photographers are trying out all kinds of ways to do this, where they actually set up a webcam, or rather they have the client with a webcam set up in their home, and then they shoot through it. Now, I've seen some photographers in Singapore actually do it. I think Jeff Ang did that recently. Um, for you guys, do you think it's something that you guys want to try out as well for William and Martha?
Mm, yeah, maybe for fun, yes, but now maybe no. I'm still making a content for my motret di rumah aja, so it's quite full enough for my schedule now.
How about William? I don't think William
Uh,
wants to bring a house into another house.
yeah.
um,
It's
mm,
also the projects is the clients cannot go outside. So for
can't do
my
much.
general area,
William, you're
it's
breaking
good
up
to
again.
probably Zoom. It's possible, but it's hard.
It's possible but
Yeah,
hard. Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe we
it's
can,
possible.
yeah, maybe we can try. I think Archie says I should try. Okay, to be honest, also for me, my answer is the same as Martha. I'm running streams 3 times a week now, and I in between I still have my client meetings and all that, and I still play games. So it's very hard.
I want to share something. I mean, last week I got a message on my Instagram. It's somebody's from Jogja, and they are telling me that he's yeah, he's dealing with the they have to close the store, and then they cannot sell the stuff, and they have to convert the business into the online things. And one of interesting thing is he's asking me to giving tips how to shoot for the online business, and it's really make me sad. I mean, wow, they are very suffering for that. So that's why one of the reason why I keep on giving a content for the shooting at home, because one of that reason, I mean, I want people can do the photography by themselves, and it help them to do the business onlinely.
Understand. Okay, so let me see. Henry asks, Mr. Mizami, can you describe your experience in using Infinite Color Panel? Right? It's good. I mean, like if you're using Infinite Color Panel with Photoshop, I think it's good. Um, try it. Okay, Satyawan asks, one more for William. For printing, what is your setting first for getting the right color, and how about printing media? Is it distract the color result too? I think you're saying that is it different from the color results when you first set up? Am I right to say that? Because your question is quite convoluted. For printing, what's your setting for getting the right color? Okay, let's go with that first, William.
Okay, the first in printing, we should calibrate the monitor first, so we see the accurate and the proper, the right one, the right color. And for the media, mostly I using invert paper, so using a inkjet. And for the result, the great result, and from the monitor to the media, the certain media have the certain character. So I try the reverse engineering that I see the paper character, so I can tweak the images to in some way. But actually, who should produce, we need the correct ICC profile. So we need to know the character, the image. So that's why the image choose the paper, choose the media. That's it from the image, and after that, we need a correct profile. So that's why the printmaker always have the correct ICC profile. That's why we have a professional printmaker who also like my Sivu who watching me now, James Tan.
James is William Sufu. Yeah. Yeah, he just laughed. Okay, I think we are about to wrap up. Maybe one last question. Okay, so SH Motion asks, for Capture One, can we use only Capture One for processing, retouch, and finalize, as he usually uses Photoshop? Okay, so Martha, this one is for you.
What? Sorry.
Okay, so Capture One, can we use Capture One, just Capture One for processing images? Basically, you do retouching as well as finalizing, or because in this case, SDH Motion, he actually uses Photoshop. So can Capture One totally replace the workflow for Photoshop?
Hmm. I think if you want to do photo manipulation, is still Adobe Photoshop is the one. But for raw processing, I mean, having the manipulation only is not enough. I mean, you have to have a good raw processing first, and then you can do the manipulation. So I have to say that still have to use two of them. But raw processing with Capture One is very good solution. I mean, even if you're shooting with a very bad exposure, let's say like you too under or too over, is basically can be fixed in Capture One. So it's very good software.
Oh, okay. Wow. One last question, maybe. Okay, so this one is a super long one. Alex Chrysler asks, what if there are people who steal your photos and make them into stock images or stickers? And like, what has happened to a photographer's photo being made as sticker stock in PixArt app without the photographer's consent? What would you do? Uh, William, if let's say someone steal your interior photos and then uses it as a sticker, what would you do?
That's I experienced that one. I talked to the guy to creating that the stickers because that's stealing a copyright. So just try to talk with a nice talk first to making them understand what they do is wrong or right.
Martha, how about yourself? Encountered something similar, or do you have any solution for this?
That's the same thing. Like it depends on what kind of what kind of thing they create. I mean, if they stole it for the website, I mean, like an official website, and they have the picture for me but stolen, but it have to be cleared. I mean, I have to contact them and asking for at least they give me a credit for it, or if they want to buy it's even better. But if only somebody like, somebody who's like teenager, they are having it, yeah, I just give it for charity. It's okay.
Okay, so see, Martha is quite nice. If I were if I were Martha, I'll be like, show them my evil side.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
So
Yeah.
some people, yeah, they just have it for fun. Yeah, yeah. So I think just okay, no problem. Except it's for the official things, official website or something. It's very big deal.
Yeah. For me, I agree with the both of you. Like William, I will start off with a conversation. I'll just tell them nicely first, and it really depends on how they respond. Usually, when I talk to them, I start off with a very nice message. They respond nicely as well. But if I tell them like, okay, sorry, bro, this is my photo, and if you want to use it, you have to ask for permission, and then they go like, no, go away. This is my photo now. It's up to me because it's on Google. I found it on Google. Then I'll be like, well, like what Chris said, I'll probably send an invoice. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. Okay, yeah, so I think that's about it. James actually said, William, you should conduct a basic printmaking workshop after the crisis, or maybe an online basic theory. Maybe one of these days I'll have just William on board to do just online basic theory on a streaming
Yeah,
platform.
sure.
Then I'll share it. This time you run your own, or I can host you as well because your camera always disappear. But yeah, I think it's a good idea for you to do this because there's so much we can learn from one another. And for Martha, maybe you can also conduct an online workshop. Just tell whoever is at home, take a bucket of water, put their camera inside, and pretend that they're in a swimming pool. But jokes aside, I think it's good to have more online workshops, and then this is something that a lot of photographers actually would like to enjoy. But speaking of enjoy, okay, let's talk about dreams. Last one. This is my question to you guys. Okay, Martha first. What is your dream gear?
Dream gear,
Yeah.
gear.
Yeah. Could be camera, could be lens, could be tripod, could be lights.
God. Oh, cannot say it here now.
Uh-oh.
Can you message only?
Okay, you can message me in private. Okay, it could be anything. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be camera gear. It could be anything. The first thing that comes to your mind. Which you can share publicly, of course. Okay, Martha, you think first. William, how about you? Let's go to Martha later.
I want a medium format camera, like 100, more than 100 megapixels, and also I want like have a rolling stock lens with the less distortion, with the like a large format system. That's one of my dream because when you're dealing with architecture, I really love it with the low distortion.
I think William, you can talk to Lina after this. I think Lina and Wisnu, Danny are still watching. Okay, Martha, back to you. No time to escape. What is your dream gear? Or dream?
Copy.
Sorry, what?
William's answer is copy and paste.
Oh wow, both one face one cameras. Okay, that makes the three of us. Once you all got your face one cameras, I'll get one as well. It's like we thought as if it's very cheap like that. But yeah, actually to be honest, I think the three of us we actually used the face one cameras before. It is a very fantastic camera system. It's really next level stuff. But yeah, I think that's a good dream to have. A lot of people say it's impossible to get, but dreams start with impossible, but eventually when you work hard for it, it can be reality. Yeah. So Lina tells me. Lina says, William, XT IQ 150 megapixel.
One of the wish list.
For me right now, I'll be happy to just have a cup of teh halia. How about that, William? We go to coffee shop first. I think that one we can start with the dream first. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for today. It's been a wonderful time sharing a lot of knowledge with one another and bouncing off ideas. Again, for those of you who are tuning in right now, if you want to check out Martha's, just give me a moment. Where is my window? Martha's Capture One Pro 20 giveaway. It's up here on her Instagram, so you can check it out. I will share the link. because this one is open to everyone who's watching it. You can be all over the world. It's a global competition. For Indonesians, you have one extra chance to win Capture One Pro 20. So this is the actual giveaway by Prima Imaging. All right. So once again, this episode is brought to you by Prima Imaging. Thank you very much for sharing with us. This is something that, hold on, just give me a second. Let me just load it first. It's taking a while to load. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is open only to our friends in Indonesia. Now you only have about 1 week to join this contest. It's a very simple contest, and for those of you who are interested, you can participate. You have to do 3 things only. First of all, you need to follow this Twitch channel. Now this Twitch channel, of course, is it's run in Singapore, and I am actually streaming 3 times a week on Tuesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. or in Jakarta time is 7 p.m. And Saturday, which is tomorrow, we actually have 1 more episode. Tomorrow I'm gonna interview a Malaysian photographer. His name is Hase. He's a commercial shooter in a studio as well. And it's gonna be at 5 p.m. Singapore time or 4 p.m. Indonesia or Jakarta time. So if you guys are keen, you can just hit a follow. Then after that, answer a very simple question and visit Prima Imaging's Instagram. And the instructions are all here. So again, I'm gonna put the link. Okay, this is the link for the giveaway for Capture One Pro 20 only for Indonesia. Yeah, this is an awesome opportunity to get a copy of Capture One 20, which is probably the only raw editing software that you will ever need. Okay, for those of you guys who are wondering, is it a complete solution that takes over Photoshop and Lightroom? I would say no. I think to a certain extent it does take over where Lightroom is, but for things like what Martha has shared just now, if you were to do like photo manipulations, composites and things like that, or heavy retouching, like you require things like frequency separation retouching and things like that, you will still need Photoshop. But if you want to do like simple retouching, simple dodge and burn, you can just use Capture One Pro 20. Now for myself, I have actually used Capture One 20 just to produce a simple, let me just show you what I came up with. Okay, this was totally done in Capture One. Okay, let me just fire up. Oops, let me give me a moment. Let me just move this around. Too many things on my table. I wish I have a bigger table. Lone tree. Okay, let me just call it out. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, so this is Capture One 20, right? Now, if you were to do like heavy lifting, okay, I'm going to show you 2 examples. Okay, now this photo that you see here, okay, this is actually printed out, and this was actually retouched with Photoshop and Capture One. Okay, so you can see that I've removed things like dust marks and all that, but you can also achieve something similar without even having to step into Photoshop. So in this case, this image here is still a raw file. You can see it's an ARW file. I did not go into Photoshop. I made tweaks, I changed everything, and the original image is actually like this. Okay, so I work with black and white, I bump up the shadows, I bring back some details in the cloud and things like that. Yeah, you can use Capture One for that. And even if, let's say for example, I've got a dust spot here, nasty dust spot over here, I can do something simple like, where is my cleaning? Spot removal is here. So I just remove my spots just like that, and it's pretty much done. Okay, so this is something that you can do on your own. Even like, let's say for example, you want to do perspective change, because today we actually have an architecture photographer, and I can't believe I'm going to do this in front of him. This is so embarrassing. Mr. William, are you watching? If you're watching, don't judge me. This is just a very simple exercise in perspective. He's going to go like, Mezami, you never use a tilt shift lens for this shot. I mean, I don't have a tilt shift lens back then. So I'm just gonna show you a simple image. Okay, so this image was taken with a A7 R3 with a 1635 GM lens. So this is actually the original. Okay, so when you shoot with a wide angle lens, normally you have these perspective issues. So without going to Photoshop, I can actually do something like this. Okay, so basically I just go to my keystone, okay, and I just find the anchor points. Very simple, and this is just I'm just going to use my stylus, it's faster. So I just need to shift over the anchor points. Okay. And this is still a raw file, mind you. I have not stepped into Photoshop. It's still a raw file, ARW file from a Sony A7R III. Find the 4 points and just click apply. Okay. And I'm done. Okay, the pillars are straightened. So things like this you can actually use Capture One. You don't have to use any other software. So there you go. It's pretty easy. Okay. So again, this is a wonderful episode. We had two very awesome people who joined us today. We have we have Martha and William. Thank you so much for joining us today. For you guys who are tuning in, I wish you all the best for the competition for the Capture 120 giveaway. I think it'll be nice if everyone gives a chance, gives a shot at it. All right, for both the one that is held by Martha and the one by myself and Prima Imaging. Open challenge to all of you since you guys are here. There's this see home challenge with mess. Okay, so this hashtag, it's on Twitter. So all you need to do, again, this is also open to Martha and William. Hopefully I don't drop it. It's almost slipped just now. Just get a bottle. Like in Martha's case, she has a bottle of spray something. Okay, it doesn't have to be the same brand. For myself, it's a bottle of soy sauce. Okay, just take a nice photo of it. Make it look epic. Make it look very interesting. You want to break the bottle, whatever. Just be very safe and stay safe and be very careful. The important thing is that the rule is you need to shoot this at home because we are not allowed to go out. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Again, Martha and William, do you have anything else to say? You want to say goodbye to everyone tuning in?
Thank you, Mas. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Mas.
You're most
See you.
welcome. You're most welcome. I'll see you guys soon. All right. Stay safe. Please.
Bye.
Yeah. Just stay
Guys.
safe. Okay. All right. Please watch out for me. Indomie. Then send my way
Yes.
once they're ready. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye. Okay. So for the rest of you, thank you so much. If possible, please drop a follow. Not drop a follow, give a follow to my Twitch channel. It's really, really helpful if you can. Again, this is something I always share every week. Just give me a sec. Okay, so this is a call for attention to following my social media channels. Okay, the A-MEZ-ING Facebook page, my Twitter account. Okay, so my Twitter account is let me just get my bot. I think my bot is disconnected. Chotomati kudasai. Hold on, let me just pass you my links. And also, I think I shared this with you guys before as well. This is actually a self-funded project. If you guys are okay with it, you can always, send some donations of funds to help support this project. I think, let me just get my bot up. Hello, bot. Bot, wake up, bot. I think the bot is... Okay, bot is coming online. Stand by. Okay, social. Okay, so my bot, Jarvis, is now going to share the social media links. Okay, and if you can, just take a visit, take a look at them. At the same time also, you can also check out... I'm still getting used to this bot. Yesterday I was just fixing it up. It's not easy at all. What's the other one? Okay, then the other one is if you want to, you can donate through these channels. Okay, because this is actually a self-funded project. All donations are welcome, but not necessary. You can donate by PayPal or by Ko-fi.com. So if you are a brand and you wish to be a sponsor as well, you can just reach out to me by email as well. So with that, thank you so much everyone for tuning in. I think it's been a fruitful, adventurous Friday evening, just exploring the other side of photography business. Other sides of photography business. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. Singapore time. And for the rest of you guys, have a good weekend. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves and your family and your loved ones. All right. And for all those watching in, thank you so much for joining us today. And for Team Prima, thank you. I'll see you guys soon. All right. I've been missing you so much. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you. Bye-bye. Take care.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of your imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation.
On three. 1, 2.